Hey guys, in this video we are going to practice reading from A1 all the way to C2 level. First, you can pause the video, read the text yourself first, and then listen to me reading that text. These videos are practical and useful, but if you want to take your reading to the next level, check out my Freedom Reading course. The link is under this video. English reading practice. Level A1. I am sitting and watching birds. Sitting and watching. Present continuous. I am at Blue Moon Beach. We use at the beach. At beach. Preposition at. I think it is the best beach in the world. The best. Superlative adjective. The best. Good, better, the best. The water is warm and blue. Blue Moon Beach is my beach. I've lived here all my life. I've lived. Present perfect. Other people come here for a week or two. That's a good phrase. For a week or two. For a day or two. They swim at the beach. Again, you see, at the beach. They come to see the fish too. There are many fish in the water at Blue Moon Beach. We say many fish because plural of fish is usually fish. English reading practice. Level A2. In September 2011, Peekaboo only had about 100 users, but they used it a lot. 2011, don't forget how to say years, 2 digits at a time. 2011. About 100. We use about to express approximate number. Then, Evan and Bobby had to change its name because there was a photo book company called Peekaboo. Its name, not her name. Yes, it's a company, but it's not a human. Photo book, it's a compound adjective, a photo book company. They chose a name, Snapchat. Chose, it's a past form of choose. Snap means photo and chat means talking to friends. The Snapchat app was born on September 26, 2011. App is short for application. English reading practice. Level B1. There was a tall man walking in front of the girl towards the dining room. In front of, just before the girl. Towards means in the direction to that object. He was very well dressed. He stopped for a moment when he entered the dining room. We say enter the place, not enter in the place. He was looking for a table. Was looking for, that's past continuous. To look for a table, it's try to find the table. The girl stood behind him. Behind, it's just after him. The waiter waved the man to a table. Waved the man to a table. That means he invited him with a gesture. The girl sat down at a table behind him. Sat down, past simple, the man got up to leave the dining room. We use to explain the reason. Why did he get up? To leave the dining room. English reading practice. Level B2. The Lees cottage had an old red roof and the white walls needed painting. The Lees belongs to the Lee family. There was a 2-car garage at the end of a narrow driveway. A 2-car garage, that's a compound adjective. It's for 2 cars. At the end of, it's a good phrase, at the end of the road, at the end of the driveway. A Ford car that was broken into several pieces was lying in the yard. Broken into several pieces. We use break into when one thing is broken into many smaller things. I had to walk through a shoulder-high grass to get to the front door. Shoulder-high grass. Compound adjectives, shoulder-high, like this. I rang the doorbell and waited. That's the doorbell. The door was opened moments later by a guy who I recognized. I recognized, past simple, it means I knew who the guy was. English reading practice. Level C1. She'd been jogging at daybreak, she remembered. She'd been jogging, past perfect continuous. Jogging means running slowly. Daybreak, dawn, and sunrise are synonyms. Even though she was on vacation, she had risen early enough to run so that she didn't have to watch where she was going. She was on vacation. We say to be on vacation. She had risen, past perfect. She had risen. In a few hours, the beach would be packed with tourists lying on their towels in the hot New England sun. Packed with tourists, full of tourists. Those are towels. Cape Cod was always crowded at that time of year. Crowded, full of people. But most vacationers tended to sleep a little later. They often slept a little later. And she enjoyed the sensation of jogging on the hard, smooth sand. Sensation of jogging. The feeling you get when you do something. English reading practice, level C2. At 6 minutes past midnight Tuesday morning, on the way home from a late rehearsal of her new stage show, Tina Evans saw her son Danny in a stranger's car. At 6 minutes past midnight, that's the time. On the way somewhere means be going to that direction. A late rehearsal, it's a practice for the show. A stranger's car, she didn't know whose car that was. But Danny had been dead more than a year. Had been dead, past perfect. 2 blocks from her house. Blocks are groups of buildings intended to buy a quart of milk and a loaf of whole wheat bread. A quart of milk, almost a liter of milk. And that's a loaf of bread. Tina stopped at a 24-hour market. A 24-hour market, another compound adjective. The market that works 24 hours. And parked beside a cream-colored Chevrolet station wagon. Parked beside, she parked near that car. A cream-colored, another compound adjective. Chevrolet station wagon, it's a type of a long car.